it looks kind of weird in terms of graphics, no? That's weird. Well, it was actually awful because I launched Tomb Raider Anniversary, and I realized that I can't resume the game, and it was absolutely awful. I mean, I progressed the game. I made only a couple of levels, so it's not that much, but it's still something. And it was kind of shocking. But then I just googled it, and the problem comes from the autosave game. You need to delete it. So if you have the same problem, you just need to delete the autosave file, and that's it. But yeah, this is the Peru part. Chapter Peru Part 3. Something like that. And I actually realized something. I was reading a wiki, Tomb Raider Wikipedia, and I read that this one is actually a kind of a remake of the very first Tomb Raider which was released in 2000. No, 2000. It was released in 1996. That's it. And yeah, it feels really. I played the only game that I played, the very first Tomb Raider that I played. It was the Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. It was released in 2099 or 2000 or something, or 2001, or something like that. And I was struggling with some levels. I remember it was level 3 or something when you were. I don't remember where you were, in Egypt or something. And so I never really finished it. But this classic outfit, the little backpack, the guns, everything is really comes from those old games and the very first Lara Croft game. Is there anything else here? No. Look at that. They did it on purpose, no? But what's the point of it? There is a bridge. But what's the point of the bridge? Is there a secret somewhere? It's useless. true that Tomb Raider Legend made in a different style, so you don't. It just feels different. And about this Natla, this Natla, about Natla, uh, something, Natla Industries. The video that we saw in the very beginning of Natla, they actually made it. It was the. Is there something else there? It was the very first. It was the plot of the very first game, which was released in 1996. Tomb Raider. Natla sends Larson to speak with Lara in order to search for a key or something. So this Natla existed since the very beginning, but only in. And I've read there are 3 different timelines in Tomb Raider series, and actually like and I prefer the Legend Anniversary Underworld timeline, because it makes more sense and they kind of link the main game with Natla to the research of Lara's father and mother and a bunch of different things, and it's quite interesting, at least for me. While in oh no. While in Tomb Raider Legend, not Legend. Not, I mean the new Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider, the new trilogy, the reboot. That's it. You have only, I mean, the story. Lara's father was obsessed with some Chinese thing or something, and then eventually Lara didn't believe him, but then he realized that he's right, and it's not bad, but I don't know, not really my style. It's funny how she's swimming. There should be a secret somewhere, right? Is there anything there? I think, and this is what they did in the newer, in the announcement about the new series because they are making a new Tomb Raider game. They said that they will try to reunite all the timelines to make Lara kind of just to reunite everything. I don't know if she will be identical everywhere because there are a bunch of different theories. Her father got two different names in two different series. In Legend, his name is Richard, but in the new, but originally he had another name. So it's you know, they want to reunite everything, and I think this is a good idea in the sense that when they started Tomb Raider, it was something a lot of games actually followed the same logic. Lara had different adventures, but all the games followed the same story. Oh, there. Oh, no, what's the third one? It's over there. How can I go there? So yeah, older games, they follow the same logic, and the most important was not to fall down, because I remember I had this problem before. They kind of follow the same logic, so Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, 4, Last Revelation, then Chronicles, then the fourth one was Angel of Darkness. So they had like what, 6, 7 games or something. 1 to 3, then Last Revelation, Chronicles, and then 4. And they followed the same logic. They followed the same story. Lara was traveling here and there, except for Chronicles, because I read that they weren't sure. Ugh. Rude. They followed the same logic, and they wanted to, except for Chronicles, of course, because they were they had a burnout, so they didn't want to continue the same. They weren't sure about continuing Lara Croft's story, so they made a game, but they weren't sure about it, so they kind of made it in flashbacks because Lara was supposedly dead. But yeah, and that's it. But all the games follow the same logic and the same story, while in Tomb Raider 2006, 7, and 8, and then 13, 17, and 19, or 15, 17, or something, the reboot trilogy, they made completely different story. They changed her family, they changed the story, they changed this, they changed that. And I mean, if we have the same hero that is that if we're following the same hero, I mean, it's good to make reboots sometimes, but not after like 10 years or something. For example, the Spider-Man, as a Peter Parker, he had a um, uh, I can take it. He was the way he was for quite some time. It was not like 5 or 10 years, if I remember correctly. And that's it. You see, you either make it like in Assassin's Creed series, where you have bunch of different protagonists, and in such case there is no problem of you like changing the changing this, changing that, and can I jump? Yes. Oh, I was looking for something, for a fang or some secret, but there's nothing here. And there's no problem of you like rebooting series, making this, making that, because you have different protagonists. But how do you expect people to get used to a character if you're just rebooting it all the time? Like 10 years, it's nothing. Don't tell me I'm going to meet the dinosaur right here. Oh, I hate it. Yeah. Wow. GG. GG. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, so I was saying, what was I saying about reuniting all the timelines, and I think it's important because I mean, rebooting the all the time the game, it just doesn't make any sense. You can't follow her story. Look at the vast majority of characters. We followed them through, I don't know, the ages or something. Indiana Jones, for 20 or 25 years, we're following him. It's the same hero. Uh, you can say that in some series, we are not really following one particular hero. For example, I don't know, Jurassic Park, but it's like it's different because there's no really, we have a main hero kinda in the very first uh, Jurassic Park that was released in, I don't know how much, 10 years ago, 20 or something. But you know, generally speaking, we are even though we're not really following uh, one hero, but it was made in such way, you know, that's the point of all this franchise. Like, we didn't have one hero, we have I mean, dinosaurs are our heroes, if I can say it like that. So it's not really about humans, it's more about interaction between, I mean, it's not about one particular human, it's about more like interaction between humans and dinosaurs in a park. That's it. So in Lara Croft, it's not like that. Lara Croft is it's a game about one particular person, about one adventure. So saying, I mean, rebooting the series all the time, it just doesn't make any sense. Well, at least for me. So we should, you know, we should follow the same events. Just like, I don't know, if you take the vast majority of games, Splinter Cell, it's the same hero. We're just following Sam Fisher through his adventures. He's getting old and we're following him. We start with Splinter Cell 1, and then we go to Splinter Cell 2, 3, 4, to Blacklist, where he's old, and that's it. So it's one hero. Same for Prince of Persia. The only exception is the game of 2008. But other than that, we have the same hero that we follow in Prince of Persia 1, 2, and 3, and then in the Forgotten Sands. And that's it, pretty much. Can climb here, or we can go down. And why do you want us to go down? Is there anything there? Any kind of secret or something? Oh, that's the dinosaur. It's better not to fall down. So yeah, there should be some kind of a logic and one story behind the main hero, but Lara is getting rebooted all the time. And me personally, I don't really like it. I think it's not really correct. I can say it like that. I can go back this way. I can't go back this way. Oh, there's something here. They give us a lot of heals, but I don't really need heals. Whatever. Yeah, so I think it's not really a good idea because I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the legend trilogy, but I'm not entirely sure that it just makes sense because it's kind of disconnected from the main the first series. I mean, for some people it might be right, there is no problem with it, and okay, but me, I like to follow the same hero, you know, the adventures of one hero and several adventures, you see. I don't like when you reboot all the time because it feels like we're playing different Laras. The only thing in common that they have is that, well, their name is Lara Croft, her name is Lara Croft, and her kind of occupation is archaeology and raiding tombs, and that's it. But you know, can we really say that it's something? Oh, there's nothing here. It seems no secrets. Can we say that it's the same person? I'm not sure. You see. In Anniversary, it's this game is a little bit of a, you know, back to origins style. Let's get back to Lara that we created in the very beginning. And it really feels this way, but you know. The camera is a big problem. Seems like I missed the silver or something. A reward or an idol, whatever it is. That hurts. Well, I'll have to jump in the water then. No other option. It seems like. No, 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 no. Is there something? What is that sound? Because of the water, her clothes become more saturated. Is that it? Is that the word? More colorful, you know. This is where I need to go. Let's see. Over there. There is an entrance. Well, well, yo. Why are you screaming? Why are you shouting? No, no. And I didn't find anything. Not a single artifact, not a single relic. And it's awful. Because I spent 1 hour. No, it's 1 hour. It's the total time. It's only 30 minutes for this part. But that's it. I was kind of looking for them, but I didn't find anything. That's too bad.